Okay, so what I'm curious about now is what is, x. I guess I could. Okay, so we got 64 and x squared equals 256. What does x squared equal? 192. And you're saying that when you took a square root, 64 went into that? 192 divided by 64. Okay. So you're saying that's the same as root 64 times root 3. Okay. That gets us 8 root 3. You guys down with that? So that gets me 8 root 3. Does anyone remember what kind of triangle we have here? We definitely have a right triangle, and we've got a special right triangle. Anytime we've got a leg, let me rephrase this. Anytime we've got a leg, that same leg times root 3, and then double that same leg, we've got a 30, 60, 90 triangle. 30, 60, 90 every time. So could we have taken a shortcut? The leg across from the 30 is always the smallest. Across from the 60 is always that shortest leg times root 3. And then the longest leg, the hypotenuse, is always double that shortest leg. So this is, I'm going to remind us of these 30, 60, 90 properties. So I'm going to give us this vague, and I want you to throw this vague one on your board so you can erase your board. And let's go ahead and put my 30-degree triangle angle up here. And I'm going to say if 30-degree angle side, so if my 30-degree angle side, I'm going to just call that x. What would we call my 60-degree angle side if the 60-degree angle side is always that shortest side times root 3? Yes, sir, every time. And then what about that longest hypotenuse side? Yeah, it's always just double that. So that's the shortcut you can use instead of using Pythagorean theorem every time. So if I were you, I'd leave that on your board. I'm going to erase this other example. And then what if I give you a triangle that looks like, if I give you the following info, boop, 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 and I say, okay, wow, labeo. If I say, all right, I'm going to say this leg is now 7. What's this leg?
7 root 3.
7 root 3 every time. What's this leg? 14 every single time. So it's kind of cool that you don't need to use the Pythagorean theorem, that we could get that info. What if I move that 30 in my 60? What if I say, all right, I got another triangle, and I'm going to make it like this. Whoops. And I'm going to put my 30 down there. And I'm going to say, all right, this leg is now 15. Across from the 60 is always still just that shortest leg times what? Yeah. Now my 15 root 3 is down there, and that's fine. And then across from the 90, you got it. Okay? So, okay, it's easy when they give you the x. What if, let's go ahead and erase. And honestly, you don't even have to write these. You don't have to draw these if you don't want to. You could just be a little sponge right now if you want. But if you're like, no, I like it, helps sink into my brain, great. What if I'm going to give you a similar triangle. I'm going to keep the 30 up there. What if I told you the hypotenuse is 20? 10 is going to be the 30-degree angle side. 10. Very good. What's my 60-degree angle side? 10 root 3. I love that. Is a way to do this. Oh, they gave me 20 is my 2x side. Oh, 20 divided by 2 is 10. That's what my x side is going to be. That's a way to do it because it's not always going to be as concrete. Watch this. What if I say, okay, this 20 side is now like 20 root 6. Yeah. So you still set it up the same way. You say, oh, well, my 20 root 6 is still my 2x side. All we got to do is we just have to set it equal to whatever side is similar to on that triangle. And when I divide by 2, what do you think 20 root 6 divided by 2 would be? 10 root 6. 20 over 2 is just 10. And we get 10 root 6. Yeah? Then what would I do to get this leg? Multiply by root 3. 10 root 6 times root 3. Anyone know how to do that? 10 root 6 times root 3. Anything under the root just gets multiplied. 10 root 18. Ooh! Can I simplify root 18? Root 18 would be the same as root 9 times root 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Root 9 is 3. 3 times 10. Whew. Yeah? That was a long one. That was a long one. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to blank. I'm going to leave my little cheat sheet up. I'm going to put my 30 down here now. And I'm just going to draw you a new triangle. And I'm curious, what if this leg is 15 root 3? And I'll say, here's my 30, here's my 60. Sure. And I'm curious, how would I get my x leg now? What did they give you? The 15 root 3 is across from the 90. So that's going to be equal to my 2x. So I still am just going to say, all right, my 15 root 3 equals my 2x. Nice. Yeah, Trace. Divide by that 2. Could I leave it as 15 root 3 over 2? Sure. What is 15 over 2? 7.5. You could also say 7.5 root 3. So across from my 30 is going to be 7.5 root 3. You're like, I'm not dealing with any 7.5s. You're saying I'm dealing with 15 over 2ths. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. How are we going to get this one? Yeah, you take that and you multiply by root 3 every time. X and then x times root 3. What do you think this is going to be when I multiply by root 3? Root 3 times root 3 is 3 times 15, 45 over 2, which would be 22.5. Love it. Every time is a 45, 45, 90. It's the leg root 2 every single time. So if I told you that we've got 7 and 7, what's that hypotenuse? 7 root 2, as long as it was a 45, 45, 90. So I love that. Here's how I remember these rules. 2 equal legs has the root 2 with it. You know what I'm saying? And then in the 30, 60, 90, if we've got the 30, 60, 90, and it goes x root 3, 2x, the thing with the 3, like the 30 has a root 3, you know what I'm saying? Do I wish that was across from the 30? Kind of, but it's not. But that's just where you know the root 2 versus the root 3 goes. Okay, what if? Let's go back. Okay, my bad. Here's the deal. Here are 2 cheat sheets. In a 45, 45, 90, it goes x root 2, right? What if I tell you that the hypotenuse, and you don't have to write this down, you could just shout this one. If my hypotenuse is 10 root 2, what's my legs going to be? 10. Right? Because it just goes x root 2. You cool with that? Now, what if, though, my hypotenuse was just 10? It's just a little harder when it's not screaming it in the face. So on something like this, I would say, okay, they said 10 is my x root 2 side. You know what I'm saying? 10 is my x root 2 side. So how am I going to get x by itself? Divide by root 2. 10 over root 2. I can't leave that root 2 in the denominator. So I'd get 10 root 2 over 2.
Yeah, could you just do 10 equals 2x squared?
Would that get you 5 root 2?
Yeah.
100%. So that's where my 5 root 2 comes from. Meaning, I just set this equal to what they gave me. Oh, that is that leg. Divide by 2. Does it make sense that if I multiplied this by root 2, I would get 10? Yeah, 5 times root 2. 5 root 2 times root 2 would get me 10. Is it always that divided by 2 times root 2? Yeah. It always is. Okay, so what if I gave us, what if I gave us 7 root 5? And this is a 45, 45, 90. And I'm curious what those legs are. What would be our setup? 7 root 5 equals what? Yeah, 7 root 5 equals x root 2. What are we going to do to get x by itself? divide by root 2. And then I get all mad that we got a root 2 in the bottom. So what are we going to do to both sides? Root 2 on the top and the bottom. You know how to do this, people. You know it. I would be left with 7 root 10 because underneath those roots, it stays under the root. Root 5 times root 2 would get me 10. Root 2 times root 2? 2. Whoa, that would be my leg. 7 root 10 over 2. 7 root 10 over 2. Wow. So let's write those little cheat sheets out, peeps. Let's go write those cheat sheets out. If we've got our 30, 60, 90, it always goes across from the shortest angle is my x. Across from the 60 is my x root 3. And the hypotenuse is always double it. I'm going to change this guy. This one's a 5. Okay, so we got our shortcuts written down, meaning in our 30, 60, 90, we got x root 3, 2x. Right, Thomas? In my 45, 45, 90, we got x, and x root 2. 2 equal sides has the root 2. Something with the 30, 60, 90 has the root 3. Let's apply it. Here we go on number 8. If my shortest side across from the 30 is 2, what's v going to be? Yeah? And then my u? You got it, Steffi. Yep. So you always take the shortest side and double it to get that hypotenuse. On number 7, the shortest side is going to be across from the 30, which they've called y in this case, which is fine. 16 is across from my hypotenuse. 16 is my 2x side. So what's my shortest leg going to be? 8. And would I label that on my x or y? Yeah, it's across from the shortest leg. Across from the 60 is always the shortest leg times root 3. So my x in this case would be, you got it. Sound good? How about in a 45, 45, 90? 2 legs have to equal. So what's b going to be? The same. And a, that longest leg, is always just take that shortest legs and multiply it by root 2. What's 2 root 2 times 2 going to be? Times root 2, my bad. Yeah, 2 times 2 would get me 4. So I had to change that last one, or else it would have been the same problem. Lloyd, am I blocking your view, buddy? Okay. Last one. On a 45, 45, 90. If it's not screaming that it's easier, set it up. Didn't I give you the x root 2 side here? X root 2 side I gave you was 5. How am I getting my x? Divide by... Oh, did we on the board? We're right. 5 over root 2. I changed it, silly goosey. Times root 2 would get me... You got it. If y is 5 root 2 over 2, what's x? It's going to be the same.